Well, hello and welcome to the cool JDM show, streaming live on Pacific Coast Auto.
But Abs,
what up?
Just how cool is it?
Man, so cool I describe it as frigid, cooler than a penguin soaking in an ice bath.
Damn, that's cool.
Yep, you're right about that. Cooler than the fawns, fixing an appliance with nothing more than a smack to the side of it. I'm talking cooler than cool, cooler than a February cannonball into a pool.
So cool.
Indeed, so cool that it's cold.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Cool JDM Show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Derek Weldon, and welcome to the Cool JDM Show.
Yes.
Max, how you doing?
Better. Good.
Maximilian Scheffler and Derek Weldon on the microphones. We also have, as usual, Grant in the background. Say what's up.
They gave me a button. I can make myself talk anytime now.
You're too loud.
You would, when we're testing this, Grant was so quiet.
I was using my NPR voice for testing, but now I'm here for real.
You had the microphone in your mouth, didn't you?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, so he's got like his own little button so that anytime he wants to talk, he can. But don't worry, we can still shut him off if he's talking too much.
If we
You can try.
No, go ahead, shut him off now, just to try. He threatened us, so. Okay, so in today's Cool JDM show, we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Number one is Mike's going away party. It is official. Mike is gone from the company now. There was a going away party, and there was a floor suck in the going away party.
Was there?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh.
Next, we're going to talk about a cool JDM food truck that's up at auction this week.
Uh-huh.
Max is going to show off his car.
Again, yes.
Again, you read that? You don't show off your car that much. I just thought it'd be funny to say that.
Okay.
There's a Miata Imposter at auction this week. We're going to talk about Derek's favorite car wheel of all time.
And all of us's favorite wheels of all time.
Nah,
it's just about you.
I feel like I'm going
okay.
to play seniority here. And then Derek's most hated wheel of all time. And
I'm interested to hear that. I don't know.
Actually, I just said that. We're doing the tier list, so I guess we'll find out which one that I hate the most. And lastly, we have a sequel to the Cool JDM tree.
Yes.
Actually, no, hold on. It was never called the Cool JDM tree. It was just called the JDM tree.
So
right?
the new one is the Cool JDM.
The Cool JDM tree. I have already
we have
decided
a new
that.
tree, everyone.
Yeah, and this is way more exciting than you think that it is, so stay tuned for that. So we'll jump into the beginning of this by starting our big topic, which is the PCA wheel tier list. Now, here in the office, we spend way too much time talking about wheels. The wheel for the car enthusiast is absolutely the way that you turn a car into your car by giving it a little bit of the flavor that you want.
Yep.
And especially here in Japan, it is pretty prolific. You'll find that almost everyone here in Japan is going to put aftermarket wheels on their car if they care even the slightest bit about cars.
Which is amazing.
I have aftermarket wheels on my car. You do on your car. Grant does on his car. And we all bought the wheels after the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So before we get into the tier list, why don't we say which wheels that we all got on our car? Starting with Grant. Grant, what wheels do you have on your car?
Yeah, I have BBS forged CG19s. It's basically like an RG, like a mesh. They're OEM off a Nissan Laurel because I wanted small wheel diameter with big wheel
not
bolt
everybody
pattern.
knows what car you drive.
Oh, sorry, Suzuki Swift, 2009.
So it's basically like a BBS RS, but kind of like a more pedestrian version of the RS. Right?
And also mine don't have the center caps, so you can just kind of see down into the middle, which I kind of dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it looks good.
I like a lot of wheels missing center caps.
Suits the Swift very well, I think.
Yeah.
And how much did you pay for them?
Yeah, cheap,
10,000
right?
yen.
So like $70 for a set of 4.
Yeah.
Because they were an OEM wheel on the Laurel.
Yeah, and they're in
car.
Average condition. They've got some scratches and some stuff, but they're fine. And they were $70 for forged BBSs.
Yep. Appropriate reaction in the shot.
16s, right?
16 by 6.5 plus 40.
So it's fairly aggressive for being on a Swift, right?
Yes.
Max, what do you got in your car?
I have got
And Max drives an Altezza.
Gialla Volcano.
In case Max didn't tell you enough times. So
I have these on my car.
Pretty similar in terms of dish for those ones, right?
Yeah, those are 17 by 8 ET42 Okay, plus 42.
Man, you guys even know your offsets. I have no idea what
I
my
could go
offsets
more.
are.
I could go more aggressive on the Altezza though. And they don't have pockets in the back, so I can't use spacers.
Oh.
Which is a bit sad.
Oh, that's weird.
But forged 2-piece. Those wheels weigh 6.8 kilos.
Yeah, cool.
So that's
and I
pretty
think they
sweet.
look darn good. I think the
Mhm.
color matches your gunmetal gray Altezza really well. You know what? I didn't plan to talk about our cars. I just kind of threw that in at the beginning. And otherwise, we should have brought pictures of our own cars with these wheels on them. Mike has, what wheels did Mike put onto his FD2?
Mike has
Wait, he doesn't work here anymore.
No talking
Mike doesn't
about
work
Mike.
here anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Enough for that.
Mike's got an FD2 Type R, and he's got NK wheels.
Yeah, PFO1's in gold.
NK PFO1.
Yeah.
And I think the white car with the gold PFO1s is really nice.
That's really good.
Nice
yeah.
combination on his car. Those thin spokes, really looking good. And then on my cars, my minivan has FD2 Type R wheels.
Yeah.
Because of course I'm going
No,
to
it's
put those.
OEM Elysion Type R wheels. These
One of one.
these came with the Elysion, if you didn't know.
Nope, I put them on to make my Elysian even cooler.
It's April Fool's Day.
Oh, right. Everything.
should-
We were joking, Jacob and I, before the show, saying we should just say everything's wrong on the show today and then just go April Fools. And Jacob said that everyone's going to tune out. And we decided not to do that as a result. My other cars, one of them has only pseudo been announced. So I'll just say the one that everybody knows about, the 11 TE27 has original wheels on it. See if you can find a picture of that. I don't know if anyone has pictures of such an old car with the original wheels on them.
Oh, even with the... No, never mind.
The trim rings are what make those wheels, though.
This is
Okay.
without the trim
So
rings.
those are
though.
the wheels. They're the original optional sport wheels, which are weird because they're made out of steel.
Oh, here. This is with the hubcaps and the
And the
rings.
chrome rings. So that's what they look like. And they're
Yeah.
only itty bitty little 13s. And unfortunately, I want to stay with these wheels because I love the original look of them. But the 13s mean no big brakes underneath. And the brakes are one of the things I hate about the car the most.
I'm going to say Zaid beat me to my idea for April Fool's Day. We're going to say. He said we're going to start exporting motorcycles.
Don't you dare email anyone except for Grant about that.
Not funny.
And then my third car, so we will talk about this wheel because I put it in. Somebody put it into the list, but I
put
wanted
it
to
in,
talk
yeah.
about it simply because I think these wheels are so bitchin'. But
Okay.
I couldn't find any pictures of cars wearing these wheels
Mm-hmm.
because the wheels from the 1980s and they were all gone by the time the internet came around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an AME, and I'm not going to say this because it's a German word, but it's the word for windmill in German.
Windmühle.
What?
Windmühle.
Okay, so here's my Windmühles. And they come in a few different versions, but the one that's highlighted there is the one that I have in my car. Oh, there's a picture here of a lady holding a book.
The what?
Click on this
here.
one here. Click on this one here. There you go. So there are the wheels on, I don't even know what kind of car that is.
Aero shuttle? Shuttle?
Nah.
Weird. They are cool.
Yeah, and so they came with optional center caps, and I think, just like what Grant said, they look better without the center caps, in my opinion.
Yeah, those are cool.
And, can you click on this one? I am so nerding out about my own wheels. Take a look. So the inside was made specifically to channel the air out the holes, because back in the 80s, they thought this is actually helpful for cooling down your brakes. It's not, but they thought that. And so a lot of the racing wheels from the 70s and 80s will have like the, those caps that they put on the turbofans.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any turbofan wheels that we're showing you today, unfortunately, but a few of the ones we're showing came with optional turbofans if you wanted,
Which
like
is really
the MF48 did.
cool.
Yeah. Let's start.
Okay. So in case you're wondering, we're not just going to go through Google Images the whole time we're doing the show. We actually have another tier list with all of the wheels that we have collected, and we're going to put them into the tier list.
Noteworthy disclaimer, we know that our list is not comprehensive. We just put together a bunch of ideas.
Yeah, this is straight off of the top of our heads here in the office. We're like, what wheels do you want to put into it?
So my idea is, if we have time at the end and we don't spend too much time talking about each wheel, write in the chat when the time comes. I know you will write in the chat suggestions while we'll talk about them, but I can't keep track of all of them while we do this. So when we're there, just put them in the chat after I said it's okay too, and then we'll try to find more if we have the time.
Mr. Gularu is also right in the chat there. He said turbofan wheels are always S tier. I can't think of a single turbofan wheel that's not going to get S tier, except for maybe those modern ones from like
Rotiform?
Rotiform.
Yeah.
I don't like those as
them,
much,
no.
but a retro turbofan, perfect wheel. Okay, so we've broken this down by the brands, and so we're going to do all wheels from Work, and then all wheels from Rays, and all wheels from Advan, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For the most part, these are Japanese brands because they're the ones that we know and love the most, but there are a few non-Japanese brands in here. We've got BBS and Oz
wheels, yeah.
And these ones are also popular here in Japan. So if you come to Japan and you look at a Super Skyline, it's very common that you'll see some of the non-Japanese brands that are still very popular here.
Yeah.
First is going to be Work wheels. And Work obviously has a lot of wheels. They've been around since the 70s, I believe. And so they have retro wheels and a ton of modern wheels. We picked much more retro wheels than we did modern wheels for Work, but that was either my doing or my influence, because boy oh boy, I love retro wheels.
I don't know a lot about retro wheels, but putting this together, actually like getting to know the names of each of them, because I couldn't never name them if I saw them on the street.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm brushed up now on that.
Oh, good. Because actually, for modern wheels, I feel the same as you, because there's a ton of modern wheels that I don't know very much.
Quick note for RCCRS in the chat. Stay tuned.
Hey.
RCC, yeah. Yes. Okay.
So first one, Work VSKF.
I think it's worth noting here that these were mega ultra popular, and then they got discontinued. So prices skyrocketed, and everyone wanted
They're
those.
stupid expensive, and I don't.
Oh,
think
we
that
haven't
they're
gotten the
that
Blitz
cool.
wheels on them.
You've
on
got the
list.
pictures of the wheels on the cars too, right?
I do, but I've not prepared to show them. But we can just pull them up live.
I'm looking on your screen and I saw something that's really funny. One of our viewers, I won't say what it is because I'll say it later, but one of our viewers sent in a new logo for a racing series that we're going to, in our imagination, put on. If it actually happens, that'd be funny.
So these are the wheels on the car.
All right, I'm going to start the hot takes immediately. VSKF's C tier.
Well, how many tiers do we have?
We have the normal, just like the snack tier list, all the way down to F.
Are there any iconic cars that come with these wheels? I feel like they might be on a Fast and Furious car or something.
So I feel like the most iconic car for VSKF's is Ken Nomura's like 2004, 2005 D1 GP ER34.
I've seen them on Skylines more than anything else, and 34s in particular.
They only work on like big body cars.
I agree.
I feel like the Altezza S300 is kind of like the smallest that you can put them on, and they still look okay.
I wouldn't put them on an Altezza, honestly. And I don't like how the spokes flare out to be larger near the outside of the wheel.
No.
It's just, to me, that feels all sorts of wrong.
Grant, I'm gonna join in on the hot take. I will also put it on C.
If you're in the chat right now, feel free to post your opinion on them as well.
Yeah.
It's not going to change the way that we put them in the list,
Right.
but at least you can try.
Yeah, Zaid said it. Very niche application, C or below.
Yeah, it is a wheel that people see on a car and they're like, wow, you spent money on those wheels, especially if they're in good shape, because you'll have to have restored them by now.
But last year, Work re-released them with a new manufacturing process, so the spokes are now a better design, and I think this is even the re-release version.
Oh, so are they slightly less ungodly heavy now?
I
Were
don't
they heavy
know.
wheels?
They were very heavy wheels.
Yeah,
That's a problem with
about
a number of
style.
Work wheels, actually.
Yeah, same with.
It is true, although I will say for Work wheels, having owned a set, they're fairly heavy, but they are really good value, and they are tough. Like, I nailed a curb with one at 40 kilometers an hour by
On
accident
purpose.
once, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're all unanimous. We don't really love that wheel a ton, so that's going to be a C tier for us.
If someone would give these to me as a present for my car, I wouldn't say no, though.
I wouldn't put them on. I'd sell them and get something else. I could never see myself having a car that those would look good on. Because your car has to be better looking than the wheels. And for me, I'm the opposite of that. I want a kind of dumpy looking car with great looking wheels on it.
Like the race car city with the TEs on it.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
the
Looks
so
perfect
good,
wheels.
though.
We'll get
it's-
there. We'll get there. So the
Next
CR
one?
Kais, yeah.
Hey,
Great
wait a
value
second,
for money.
Grant,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the introductions. You're going to do regular work because
Sweet.
otherwise you're going to spend like an hour just talking about wheels.
That's
and
legit.
I know you want to do that, but you come in anytime you want to add a little something.
Okay.
So the work
Close.
CR Kais,
I'm going to close these. Okay.
and these ones here are a like a work entry level wheel. They are put on a bunch of stuff. They seem to fit 90s cars, 2000s cars, and even modern cars fairly well. They
Yeah.
come in bigger sizes now than they used to, and they come in a whole bunch of different colors. I think a full set, like I bought a full set for 60,000 yen a few years ago, and I know that they're
Used.
more expensive now.
Yeah.
I
But
think
even-
new they're probably around 150, so a fairly budget wheel.
Yeah,
budget
it's not,
friendly.
they are not too expensive, but they're also not light.
Mm.
And the dark chrome color is just so good.
Do you got a picture of them on a car?
I guess I do because someone sent them to me.
I spent over an hour collecting pictures of them on cars last night, so I hope we're going to see them all.
Yeah.
So here they are on an Evo 8.
Yeah.
Evo 8?
RCC SR Gaming said, I think they have a deep dish and a shallow dish. Yes.
And I like this stepped rim. I think like what the Gularu guy said about the turbofans, like if it has a stepped rim, it automatically goes up one tier because I think it just looks so much better.
Oh, this is going to be like divided between us in the chat, I feel. They're so boring. There are more CR lies, like fakes
Oh.
out there, than real ones. Make it bottom of the list.
Because that's not fair, though. Work comes out with a wheel that is so good that people fake it and want to buy the fake ones, and then it goes down as a result. I don't think so.
Yeah. I think these are a very solid choice if you want a JDM wheel that fits almost anything that you have. Basically, like you
Yep,
have
I
everything.
think that's fair enough.
It's sort of like an RPF 1, if you will, but
But
heavier.
we haven't talked about the RPF 1 yet,
Yeah.
so let's not reference that. But you're right about that totally. Well, the RPF 1 is a different wheel for a different purpose, but it is
Yeah.
ubiquitous, so
Yeah.
I think middle of the road.
Yeah.
C? Want to go
Yeah.
C?
Grant?
I'm game with C.
Yeah, you may speak now. I have given you permission.
Some people said it would be more like a D or below or bottom of the list.
Yeah, but this is our tier list, so
I should not have a tier list with a tier that's right in the middle because I feel like we will put everything in the middle.
nah, there
No,
are
I
some
think we'll have
wheels in
strong
this that
opinions.
are going to be lower. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Work Equip 01.
Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. I took a picture of the new version of the Work Equip, but to me, this is a classic wheel, and I don't like the new one at all. And I quite like the old one. We got a picture of this one on a car. I'm pretty sure I would have picked a picture of the old one. So this
I
is a
hope
wheel
these are
from
in
the
the-
80s. And
Oh,
here you
this
can
is-
see it on... Geez, what kind of car is that in the top?
Looks like maybe a Mazda, a Capella or an RX-3.
Something like... Well, yeah. Not... Well, maybe a second gen? I don't know. I should know my classic cars.
Right?
Okay, so both of these, unfortunately, again, both of these are the new version of the wheels.
Yeah.
But they're commonly put onto classic cars because classic wheels are unobtainable or in really, really rough condition by now. And I'm not always a fan of a 4-spoke wheel,
Mm-hmm.
so I think this maybe goes down a little bit as a result. Actually, give me your opinion on this.
On classic cars, yes. On the Miata, absolute no.
But the NA Miata bridges a gap just like the S13 Silvia where you can do classic wheels or modern wheels on it. It's one of very few cars that I think you can do that on.
The S13 is more boxy though than the Miata, And I think like angular wheels like this work better on the S13 than they do on the Miata,
But
in my opinion.
70s cars, which to me this is a 70s wheel, even though I think it came out in the 80s. 70s cars were all swoopy and not so boxy. And the Miata is supposed to be retro inspired from the MGB Roadster, right? So it's kind of similar proportionately.
Yeah.
To me, the Miata can run any wheel because maybe it's just because I love the car so much. Work equips. Where are we going to put them on the list? I'm a little bit torn because I think these ones go pretty far down if it's the modern interpretation, unfortunately.
But if it's the old school interpretation, not the old school, the OG.
Yeah, even so, it's not going to bring it up that much. There are so many old school wheels I like better than these ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put a D. How about you?
A D. I would put them in B.
Really?
Yeah, I do see them a lot, and every time I see one with like a K car with them, I'm always happy.
But don't you agree there's so many better wheels than these? They do come in some pretty crazy offsets though, right? So you get a ton of dish, and maybe the dish is...
If they have a ton
Doing
of
it
dish
for
and
you.
they're like on a Kaido racer car, it's S tier.
Yeah.
But we're not we're not grading like the combination of certain cars, but just the wheel itself.
I don't know. I feel like you can't grade the wheel without considering the combination on how it looks on certain cars.
Let's grade them against each other. If I would grade between the two, the 03s would be higher on my list.
Yep.
Grant, what are your thoughts?
My gut says B.
All right.
There are retro wheels that I like better, but I do like these a lot.
Okay, we'll put it high C. Actually, in each group, let's have different like heights so that we can do high C, low C.
Okay, high C. So these are.
What do you think, Jacob?
Those.
Yeah.
B.
B? Okay.
So we're doing low B.
I'm being shouted down.
Yep, low B.
All right, no promotions for anyone.
That's how it works, guys.
So that one would be a low B, right?
Low B.
Okay. And how about the C? Are these mid Cs?
I just put them as mid C.
All right. Next one, the Work Equip 03. Again, this is a new
Sorry.
This is a new version of a retro wheel, and again, the original retro wheel looks better than the remake. This again is the remakes on Hakosuka, and you'll find these commonly on retro cars from the 70s and 80s. Yeah. They are a very popular wheel here in Japan at car shows and stuff like that.
A.
So,
Yeah, so for me, if the 01 is a B, the 03 is an A.
yep, I would say that this one's clearly higher than the...
Yeah. Lower A or higher A? I would put it on lower.
I'd say low A.
Some people in the chat say S tier, but some also say A tier. Lower A tier. Let's do it like that.
If we can also move it around if we feel like side by side against other things in the tier.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we need to hurry up though by a wheel.
The Workmeister S1. At one point, this was my all-time favorite wheel. And this one, just like the BBS LM, is a wheel that you can put on almost anything. You can't do a retro car with these wheels very easily. I mean, of course, you can do whatever you want with your wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but I feel like a retro car, to me, it doesn't suit it very well. But anything from the early 90s up until 2010 or so, 2005 maybe, they are super iconic. And when I was getting into this business, we were seeing a ton of cars with these wheels on them because they were a very popular wheel at that time, like
They still
2010 or so.
they still are pretty popular.
They're so sexy. I love the look of these wheels, but I think they only work on a high-powered car because they are dreadfully heavy. They're like twice as heavy as any sports wheel.
Oh, that's sad.
It's sad, but if you've got a turbo car and you got 400 horsepower, it's not going to make a difference. So the sexiness of this, I think, is going to push the wheel up a little bit.
I'm going to agree with the chat. For me, it's an S.
We would see these a lot on like Aristos, on like Skylines, but not the drift-looking ones. Even every once in a while, a drift-looking one as well. Celsiors, we would see them on Crowns. The big body cars, I think, especially, they look good. And if you can get them in like an 18 with a thick dish, what a sexy wheel. I'm going to put these S tier, but a low S. You
Low
good
S?
with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'd support that.
Low S. It's a bit sad that you can hear the thump when Grant turns off his microphone.
Derek, I do have to agree with you, though, that they don't really work on retro stuff. I saw a set on an A86 once, and it just made me sad.
Yeah, I think I've seen them on an 8.6 before, too.
Yep.
Grant, because Jacob's out of the port and we don't have Mike right now, if there
Yep.
are any issues with like pickups or drop-offs or something like that,
Yep.
then let me know. And we might have to send Max out. I
Cool.
see that we got a drop-off at 11:15 today. We just got that one in. Okay, so now we're into the Ray's wheels, and we got 4 different Rays for you, starting with, of course, Ray's most popular wheel, the TE37. Now, these have been popular wheels from, I guess, mid-90s until now, and I intentionally picked the white one for the picture here because, to me, that's what the TE37 is, the white with the blue. If it's a little bit later, then it was the bronze was your version of the TE37, and if you are new into cars now, then the silver with the chrome lip is the current version of the TE37 that everyone adores.
Yeah.
They do still come in a lot of different versions of it, and you can still get a white one like this, or a few different other variations of it.
TE37S.
There are cupped versions, there are dished versions.
TE37 SL, TE37 SE, Saga. Oh, it's so confusing.
There's one like a mud one or a gravel, TE37 gravel.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gravel, I think it's like a 14 by 6.5 or something. That was what I wanted so bad for my Starlet.
So the Volk Racing, they're expensive, and there's good reason for them because they are extremely light. They can be a little bit fragile, but they're absolutely used in
No, they're
race.
not fragile at all. I'm not gonna let that slide. One of the strongest wheels you can buy.
For the weight. You don't get
Yeah.
both. This is a choose 2 of 3 situation.
They're
Like-
expensive because it's not a choose 2 or 3 situation.
Okay. Well, I am not going to argue with you on that, but it is my opinion because I have seen plenty of them bent on Yahoo Auctions.
Yeah, bent, but not broken.
Not shattered.
Yeah.
Right.
Wheels can shatter quite easily on racing applications, and they most likely bend.
All right. So the reason people pay for them is because you get a lightweight, high-quality wheel that's good for racing, and it also looks good. We got a picture of it on a car?
Probably.
This morning, because we had to get so many pictures and put them into the system, it took Max a long time. We finished like 2 minutes before the show started.
These are the Meister ones on a Porsche, and I absolutely support that. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So these are a modern version of the TE37.
Those are the SL ones, I think.
Yeah, and the SL is what we have in our city, and boy, oh boy, it looks good. The SLs are my favorite out of all of them, too, and I just adore the gray.
The Sagas are the one for me.
Okay, so to me, the TE37s are going to be a high S tier.
I would put them as low S tier, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And my reasoning for that is it's not unique.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like the RPF1, but with higher budget. It's like the obvious
and they
choice.
make knockoffs of these. So just because you see some TE37s, there's a chance someone's going to be like, oh, you're running the reps. Even if you've got, like somebody told me that on the TE37s that I have on the city.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, oh, so you're running the knockoffs. And I'm like, boy, these are real. Those are 13-inch, and I paid 180,000 yen used for 13-inch little ones.
Yeah. I would low S tier for the T.
Grant, you want a tie break?
Agree.
With what?
whom?
S.
But upper or lower S?
Lower.
Okay, you guys win.
Lower S tier.
I think that's fair when you put them next to the S1s.
CE28s.
So CE28s, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but my brain is telling me that these ones are even lighter than the TE37s, but they are a cheaper wheel as well.
No, about the same.
Are they?
Both in weight and in money.
In money.
Money. And they have 8-spoke and 6-spoke versions of the CE28s.
They have a 6-spoke?
Yeah.
Whoa.
6? No. 8?
8
And
and
a 10. 8 and 10, yes. 8
Okay.
and 10.
That makes more sense. And this one is noticeable because it has those little fingers on the inside of the inner barrel.
For weight shavings.
Yeah. And they are very, very light. Like we're talking 5 kilos per wheel for many of the racing sizes. To me, these are not as high as the T37 because I don't care for the styling as much. But when I see these wheels, I'm like, that guy cares about weight. And that to me says something about the wheel. So.
It's the... You heard about the T37s. You know that they're widely popular. But I'm going to go for the manufacturer that's high quality, but not the popular choice.
Makes sense.
Someone in the chat said they only look good on the S2000.
You know, they're
wait,
also...
Wait, what car did I get for the picture of this one?
I see them on a lot of EK9s and DC2s as well, though.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely want light wheels on a low-powered car like those ones.
I think they look good on a small car. On a bigger one...
Yeah, I think they look weird in bigger sizes, honestly. Like 18 is... even 18s are a little weird for those. I think 17 is the right size. Can we see a picture of it on a car?
Or lower, even.
What car did I pick? There you go. So
Yeah,
those
looks
ones,
good
I think
to
those
me.
are 18s.
Looks good to me on the GR.
Sorry, so Derek, you are okay to receive that car in 10-15-ish?
Me?
Or someone? What are we...
We're just receiving the car, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. If we can, send Makiko down there and just get her to leave it on the road,
Okay.
and then one of us will put it into the lot once we're there. Thank you, Grant. So where are we going to put this Volk Racing CE28? To me, this is C tier. I don't get super excited when I see them on cars. You want higher than that?
B.
High C. You guys won with the TE37, so I win this time. We're going to put high B.
High C, you mean?
Did I call them C tier?
Yeah. You called them C.
Oh, low B.
Low B?
Yeah.
Okay, low B. Since Grant is doing work, he's not going to have a win.
I think they're a good wheel. Next to the Equip, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, the Rays ZE40. This is one I'm not familiar with, so you're going to have to fill me in.
I can't zoom in. These are the most expensive folk racing wheels you can buy and the lightest you can get.
Question, these are the ones that came like in black with like the blue on the inside of the spokes?
Or in complete blue, like a matte blue finish.
So these were supposed to be like Ray's like new wheel like of 8 or 10 years ago, right? It was
Probably,
supposed to be
yes.
their
And you-
replacement for the...
The marketing material is mostly on like European cars, like the high tier M cars, the BMWs and stuff. And I think these look good on more modern cars.
Okay.
On older cars, I don't
D
see
tier.
them. 3 people know these exist, which
No, so I recognize the wheels, absolutely. I remember when these came out, they were pushing them hard.
yeah. But it's a fairly normal design. It's like, if you see them, it's not like, whoa.
Let's see it on a car. The wheels always look different on a car.
See, I didn't even know, but you put them on like, you chose a picture. I like the gold a lot, especially on the green. It looks really good.
Yeah, actually, the gold and the green is a nice look.
These are pretty average. It's weird because you can look at wheels from 2 sides, right? From the technical point of view, how light and good manufacturing that they used, and from the design perspective. So, design is a meh for me, but the technical side of it, of them being so light, is S for me. But
I do like how each spoke is shaved down a little bit. So it's sort of like we got every last gram as we could out of these wheels. That to me is kind of cool, but I would never put these on any of my cars. Not even my minivan.
if I had a BMW, I would consider them,
There
but
were
not on a
like
Japanese car.
50 wheels I would put on a car before these. And you're not going to get them for cheap. Like, oh, I stumbled into a cheap set.
No. You have
You
to
intend-
choose to get
right.
these.
So, you got a tier for me. I feel like we're both feeling it's middle of the road, especially for being so expensive too, right?
Yep.
You're spending that much on wheels, you're going to expect something that you're in love with more than, and we're kind of like, That might even bring it down half a tier.
I kind of want to be a low C for me.
Yeah, I'll do low C.
I'm game for that too.
Okay, low C. Does the chat agree? Those are C, D tier is what I'm seeing.
Low C and D tier are almost the same. Thank you, Makiko, for getting that.
Thank you.
Next
Okay.
one, the the LMGT.
Is this the original like
Okay.
marketing picture for it?
I don't know. I just pulled something off of Yahoo Auctions. But these wheels come in a number of different, like they come in multi-piece, they come in monoblock. They're made by Rays, but they're made for Nismo.
Yeah.
So it's like a Nissan optional wheel that you could buy through them. Nowadays, especially the older ones, you're paying big money for them.
Depends also on the like size of it. Some sizes are vastly cheaper than others.
Yeah, so the ones that are sized for Silvias are way cheaper than the ones sized for GTRs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the multi-piece ones, like this one, are going to be more expensive than the monoblock pieces. They are kind of like a Nismo version of the TE37. Of course, 5-spoke instead of 6.
Yep.
And they are known as kind of like, if you've got a Skyline, plenty of people consider this the best wheel that you can get for like a 33 or 34.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't sell these for the 32, did they? Like, they didn't come out with these? I don't know if you know
think
the
so.
answer to this, but
I don't think they originally sold them for it, but lots of people put them on there.
As you do. Yeah.
as I do. No, I don't have $8,000 for a set of wheels. So these ones, if you have these on your cars, you're going to get respect. But it also says, I've got a ton of money. And some people are looking for that. I mean, let's be honest. We're car guys. We like to impress people with what car that we have. Mm-hmm. And something like this is an impressive wheel. Or it's going to turn somebody jealous. Like, that MF has nice wheels on his car. Screw him.
I think what the issue with these wheels, though, is they look nice, but the application is very limited to R33s.
I mean, you can put
R34s,
them on
basically.
a number of Nissans, but you put these on any car that's not a Nissan, and it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Our dearly departed Mike desperately wanted them for his FD2.
What an idiot.
With the Nismo stick on
it. Knowing Mike, he would peel it off and put a Mugen sticker on.
They came out in 1996, but Nismo did have a catalog spec for the R32.
Really?
I mean,
Is that
that's
somebody?
what some person in the chat
Man, we got
says.
geniuses in the comments.
So
yeah, I think super respect for these wheels, and I think that we should put them near the top of the list.
Really?
Yep.
I would have put them very low on the list.
Oh, yes, please. So that's a
I mean, on the
Nissan
400R, of course.
And I
Yes.
believe that they're the original wheels from the 400R.
Should be.
Yeah, I would like these to go as high as you all are willing to put them, because there are not good words for how much I adore these wheels.
I know better than to say no to Grant, so this will be S tier.
Okay, I know better too. I'm sorry, chat. The chat was quite on a low tier end. Is this like a mid?
I wonder why the chat's on a low tier for them. Is it just about the price?
Yeah, I wonder too. Why would you, the guys who commented like F tier, why?
Contrarians.
Would you put this on a mid S or
Let's give it a mid S.
mid S?
They could look good only on 3 cars. Fair enough, but yeah. We're going to be talking about retro wheels, which are only going to look good on retro cars.
That is true.
On to the next one, which we're now into Volk Racing, which is the same company as Rays, just a sub-brand of theirs. Volk Racings are cheaper than Rays, right? And Graham lights are even cheaper than Volk Racing.
Graham lights are definitely cheaper than Volk Racing.
I think
but
Volk
some
was
of
more
the
popular in the 90s, too.
Yeah, I think Volk Racing they can be around the same.
Hold on. Weren't TE37s marketed as Volks?
I mean, Race is a sub-brand of Volk.
Is it? I'm confused now.
It's a bit
Okay.
confusing. Race is a line of Volk Racing, and I guess that was before
Is
they
it?
did.
Wait, I
Okay.
thought it was the other way around. Raze is
Was
the
it?
top brand.
That was
and
my
then-
understanding, too.
And then it's
Never
Volk.
mind.
But I
within
also
that.
don't want to be wrong on a live stream, so I'm just going to zip my mouth. We'll start with the GTC.
The cover.
This one's got to be a Fast and Furious wheel, isn't it?
It is the wheel on the cover for Need for Speed Underground 2.
Ah, okay.
Hence why it's S tier.
You nerd. So one thing I like about all the Volco racing wheels, they're multi-piece ones, is the place where they screw in the face into the barrel always has this really cool, like, staggered kind of design that you don't see with other brands, and I quite like that. But to me, I've seen so many cars with the Volk racing wheels that haven't been refurbished, and they're all peeling clear coat and the squiggly lines
That's
on
the biggest
aluminum,
issue with these.
and I never see them in good shape, and then I just feel like, people don't care about these wheels too much.
To me, the GTC with the gold, like champagne gold face with the chrome lip, absolutely S tier. If you have them in good condition. Oof.
And again, the hollow spokes. We're doing this for lightness.
Yeah, I think these are of its time, like absolutely like end of 90s, early 2000s, maybe even just end of 90s. But from a purely like design perspective, I think they are very, very cool. S15s, lots of them. 350Zs, JZXs can use them.
I think if it's a JZX, you're going to want 19s for these.
You can get them in 19s, I think.
Big fat thumbs down from me. I think Mr. Goularoo is a contrarian. He just wants to be different from everybody else. To me, these are mid. But you want to give them S because Need for Speed.
I would love to have them on the Altezza, honestly.
Oh, yeah. How
I'm
pricey
kind of
are
with
they
Derek
now?
on this one.
You kind of what?
I'm kind of with Derek on this one. They're fine.
Okay.
They look very 1997 to me.
Yeah.
And rear-wheel drive car.
What
What price are they? Does anyone know?
Depends highly on the condition. Like good condition ones, you are looking at 200,000 yen,
That's not too bad.
250,000 yen.
They definitely scream, I love the 90s, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
90s cars from Japan are some of the best.
Because I'm biased here from like nostalgia and stuff, I'll let you guys decide.
I would give these a high C. Grant?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Was that hard to say, Max?
No,
Do you struggle with that?
I did say I'm biased, and I'm okay with that.
We got the Volk Racing GTU wheels.
And these are all using the same barrel. It's just different faces on them.
Okay.
And it's all from like late 90s. So these were like the hot tuner cars from the time, tuner wheels from the time.
This one to me looks like Volk Racing was like, BBS LM, I want a piece of that pie.
Yeah, but make
And
them
the
more
BBS
angular.
LM are just such a better looking wheel than this. It's subtle, but it's just like night and day when you see them side by side, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wannabe. This is going to go D. Screw you.
Yeah, I would agree.
Volk
D.
Racing.
D.
Nope. Objections.
Wait, was that no objections? Or was it no objections?
No, the second one.
Is this a lower or higher D?
Higher D.
Higher D. I would even go
Okay,
lower
give it
D.
lower D. You want to rip somebody off? You don't get high on our tier list.
GTNs.
Again? Is this the same wheel?
No, this is a different barrel, I think. Has different mounting options. Seems like an early version of the CE28.
Yeah, it does.
But
I don't know.
don't
It's
like
not
the spoke
doing it
design
for
at
me.
all.
In general, I don't like a curved or a cupped spoke. That's just something I don't like very much. I realize people like that because people like you can buy wheels with cup spokes, but I just don't get it.
I don't like the bolt design here, so it looks like a spider thing.
Okay, you don't like spiders, so we're gonna give this D tier, right?
E. Not because of spiders, but just generally, I think these are a bit tacky looking.
All right, I'll give you E. High E though.
High E. High E.
We're on the GTP now, right?
Yep.
Okay, GTP looks like a TE37, doesn't it? Like a multi-piece
flat
version of a
face.
TE37.
Yeah. A? To me? Maybe?
I feel like higher than the other Volks that
Yes.
we've been rating,
Yes.
but I don't know how much higher. I think, again, with this spoke design, 18s and up are going to look way better than the smaller ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we see this one on a car?
Let's see if I can. GTU. Those are the GTPs.
Yeah, the links might not say the name of the.
Yeah, sometimes they don't, but there you go.
On an FD, they look a little dated now. Honestly, and it also looks like might as well have got the TE37s.
These look like might as well got the Master wheels.
Are you talking about the Mazda Speed wheel? Yeah. We should have put those into the list. Those things are hilarious.
Try it. Yeah. I like the face design of it. I'm not sure about all of the detail around it though.
The detail around it has an interesting way how it reflects off of the shininess of the chrome.
Yeah. Makes it look more than it actually is. I do like, and these are in incredible condition, I do like the machined edge around here. I think that's a very smart look.
Any diamond cut wheels like that, you can't keep them in good shape. They will corrode.
Peel, corrode.
Well, they're not finished. They're just diamond cut, bare aluminum. And that means you can never restore them to the original look.
That's true. I don't know.
Yeah, give that one a high C.
High C.
Or a low B.
A high C.
This episode is so much like we're just chilling out in the office talking about wheels. The amount of time we talk about wheels here.
Yep. But we never talked about them so like...
In depth?
Not in depth, but like the amount of wheels. GT7s.
Named that because of the 7 spokes. To me, your wheels need to have 5 or 6 or more than 7 spokes.
My wheels are 7 spokes.
7 is the ultimate loser wheel.
Okay.
I'm sorry. How many spokes are on the FD2 Type R wheels on your van?
7.
Ah.
Perfect. Thank you, Grant. That was...
But they'd be better if it was 8. No, I love my wheels. I love my wheels more than anything.
Yeah.
What do you think?
F.
Really? That low?
Yeah.
Do we go down to F?
Yep.
I don't know if I'd put them that low, but I don't love them. The works
Let's see them on a car.
that I had on my Fit were better for a 7-spoke.
Is it annoying you, Max, that I keep wanting to see them on the car? Is it annoying you that the hour and a half that I spent collecting all of these images, it takes you 3 seconds to put them onto the screen?
Was this the actual wheel that they used on the Mona Lisa S15?
Yes. And I tried to find a better picture of the Mona Lisa with those wheels, but I couldn't.
They look good on this.
And almost everybody who made a replica of that car didn't use those wheels.
Mm-hmm. Because they're very hard to find.
Yeah, because they're ugly and nobody originally bought them. Do you think of them any better now that they're Mona Lisa wheels? Because that kind of works for me.
Yeah.
The SSR Type C's I like so much more because they're initial D wheels.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so this it'll go up a little bit. So we can do E tier.
Do you want to put it as E?
High E.
High E.
We don't have any Fs yet. We haven't got to the 3-spoke wheels yet. Actually, there's only one 3-spoke wheel on here. I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't put any more because
we already have so many that we still need to go through. It's like 70 wheels that we have on our
Graham
list.
Lights 57C. I used to have these on my Legacy. If you are old school, my old Legacy, you'll remember. I think the style is pretty cool, but I don't like that they weigh twice as much as the TE37s.
Oh, it's a gram heavy.
I don't know why they named it. That's manipulative, isn't it? Graham Lights. Eat me.
Yeah, these are another one I almost bought for the Starlet, but I can't go any higher than B.
They also sell a similar wheel in a 6-spoke, but to me the 5-spoke is the better ones. I like the thin spokes on them.
Mm-hmm. These look very generic. Like, I'm sure there have been many other wheels that have almost the exact same design.
I felt so cool with these on my car. The purple Legacy with the gold wheels. I was like, I finally got a car with sweet wheels.
Yeah,
it was my second car in Japan. 3rd car in Japan.
You had a Skyline and then you felt cool because you have aftermarket wheels?
Actually, I loved the Skyline wheels. The Impal wheels on it.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have any Impal wheels on our list. But also our list is damn long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I liked them more when I had them, but now I have more expensive taste in wheels. And because they're a budget wheel, I think they have to go down.
For me, it's a D.
Yeah. We'll give it a high D.
We're like disagreeing with the chat here.
What does chat say about these?
A, C, B.
But Graham Lights, Grant, correct me if I'm wrong. These aren't popular wheels, or maybe not even available in North America.
No, you can get them in North America. I don't know how
Okay.
popular they are or are not, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Ray's budget line. They're all cast instead of forged, but I do think that Graham Lights on the whole tend to look pretty good. The 57 Maximums that I had on the Starlet are still maybe my favorite wheel and car combo I've ever had.
Is
Oh,
it an
interesting.
upper D or
Upper
lower
D.
D or medium D?
Upper. Okay, 57D. I don't know a lot about this wheel. So,
This one is not too heavy, but also not the lightest, I feel.
of course, because again, it's cast. I don't think any Graham Lights are forged.
Yeah. I adore the design, especially
Let's
if
see
you
them
get
on a car.
Hmm?
Let's see them on a car.
especially if you get one of, like, I think it's 8.5J and up, you get a little bit of like deep concave.
Oh, whenever I see any Volk racing wheels that are concave, I'm like, you should have got the ones that aren't concave.
It's not too like,
Okay, there you go. On an S13. They look like drift spec wheels. I don't know if it's the picture that's doing it to me, but they look like the kind of wheels that you get for drifting because you don't.
They
care
are
about
commonly that,
damaging them.
yeah.
they're commonly competition wheels.
I'd say C. These are fine C. Chat, what do you think? Do you think C for these guys?
A for me. Iced latte of wheels.
BBS RS we have on the list, by the way. And there's something I wanted to say about the BBS RS. So someone says S and then someone else said C. And then S, damn it. I don't think a Graham Light can be an S. I think a TE37 can, but a budget version of the same wheel, it can't be as high, right?
I think it would, for me, it would be A tier because it ticks all of the boxes and doesn't stretch the budget too much. I only wish they came in more colors.
The spokes. To me, I want as flat of a face as possible and as big of a dish as possible. You'll see when we get to the retro wheels.
I like 3D-ness of wheels. That's what I like.
Okay, so I'll compromise a little bit and I'll let this go up to B. I think B is fine. I think
I want to debate on you to either put it as lower A or upper B.
I'll go lower A, but then I get one my way after this.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. I know
Lower
which one
A.
I'm going to force to get S.
I thought it would just be the next one.
What's the,
Lower A. I think
wait,
that's
what's the next one on our list?
57
57 Extreme. Okay, so I do like the kinked spoke on this. I think it's a nice look, and I think it looks good when it's spinning. We'll see this one on a car, Maximilian.
Yep. Hey, I just had this one.
To me, this is the wrong fitment of the wheels.
To me, either E or F for these.
Why?
I dislike them so much. The angularity of them, and they don't. I have never seen a car with them that looked good to me. I don't think they look good on.
I'm looking more at the house in the background. That's a gorgeous looking house, isn't it? Hey, we stole from Fitment Industries. Sorry, guys. I'm okay putting these a little bit lower. I'd say C. What did you say?
E.
E? Okay, we'll go D. Again, this is a compromise. I feel like that's a little bit low for this.
It's funny because drifting brand Onk.
Mr.
said
Gulliver,
B,
that's a
baby.
very Okanagan-looking house.
So
isn't
someone with drifting in the username rates these highly, which is what I feel like
Fair
all
enough.
of the drifting guys love these. They come in quite, he said, luminous yellow / pink.
it? And a stepped rim.
You can get them in.
What did I say about the stepped rim? It goes up one class because of the stepped rim.
What is a stepped rim? It's not a deep dish. You mean like this
Yeah.
step here?
The spokes go out, and then it's got two little steps in it.
Ah, I see. Okay, what was your compromise?
I really say C. I think C is good for this.
Mid?
But that's not the one that I get to buy from you.
Okay.
You'll know when we get to it. I'll get
Okay.
excited.
Low, up, low?
Low's fine.
Low.
We're running out of space, man.
We can extend if you want.
Okay, we're on to BBS wheels. The
Oh,
BBS LM wheel. It is the first wheel I had ever thought looks good on every car ever. You
Yes.
can do classic cars, modern cars, brand new cars.
Yeah.
Everything looks good with this, in my opinion. I love the flat-ish face, the high-quality finish, and how it steps down to the two-piece section with the bolts. I love the way that the dish has the perfect amount of like. So, here's something about the wheels. The angle that you have of the dish on it matters a lot with how good that it looks on a car. Because if the angle is wrong, it doesn't catch the light in the same way. And for whatever reason, the LMs always look good. The way, like, every lighting condition, every angle, just...
Every offset looks good. It doesn't need to be a deep dish.
Yeah.
It can be a flat dish. It still looks good.
Especially on a retro car, like on a Mark 1 Golf or something. Let's see a picture of him. I hope I picked an NSX for this one because I think that's the perfect wheel for that car.
I think here.
Oh, what's that? An NSX? Honestly speaking, those are too big of LMs for the NSX.
I tend to agree.
I think you should go a little bit smaller.
Do we need to spend much time on them, or do we
No,
just put them
let's-
upper S?
We'll give them S.
I think pretty much anyone in the chat would agree, right?
They're also... We painted the wheels for our BB in the LM paint job. We paid extra to get it because it's a two-tone paint, two-stage paint. They painted in silver, and then they painted in pearl gold on top of a silver, so it has a unique look.
BBS Male, and this is probably one that mostly German people know, or like Euro guys.
People who raced in the 1970s would know them.
Maybe.
So these are basically I believe that they're aluminum or magnesium, but they're wheels that you get on like a BMW 2002 or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Saab.
I gotta put these high. I like these more than I like the RSs, and I really like the RSs. But they're a one-piece wheel, but they're usually in a fairly aggressive offset because they were used for racing.
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely show intent. The smaller wheel with the bigger tire on a retro car is so good looking. To me, this is at least A+, if not bottom S. Yeah, no, this is S for me.
S? I would A+.
Okay, then it's a bottom S. Let's put them in.
Is that the one that you're buying off of me?
No, but it's...
Wait, you can't
I'm
just...
not-
You can't just...
Okay, the one I'm buying is the is an Advan.
Okay. Oh no.
You know which one it is.
I
isn't
know
it?
what you're gonna do. I'm sad now. Okay, bottom S.
We got
Yeah.
next one, BBS RS, which
Whoa.
is the ubiquitous BBS wheel. Once again, they are commonly used in
Sorry.
racing.
I'm just gonna put them here
Yeah,
because
because
we
we'll
have
run
more
out of
space.
space. And the BBS RS comes in all sorts of different sizes and shapes. This one here is a modern version of it, but they come in anything from, I think, 14s
Quite small.
all
yeah.
the way up to like 19s or something
You
like
can
that.
get them with quite like the dish itself goes in quite deep, so you can get like a
adore that so much.
like a 13-inch face, but then the thing extends up to
Yeah.
like 17 or something.
Yeah, love that look. And then these wheels, if you can get your hands on a set of these wheels, then they sell the three pieces because it's a three-piece, right? So you can buy the front of the wheel, the back of the wheel, and then put your face into that so you can get any offset that you want.
Yeah.
So you can give it a huge, huge dish if you want to do that, or you can have a small dish. You get the perfect size wheel for it.
Yeah.
So there are some cars like the Soarer or I can't think of anything else, but there's some cars like the Soarer that came with these from factory, and even bad condition ones you can sell for a lot because people want those faces because then they'll re-barrel them.
I would have probably chosen like a Porsche.
Oh, this is a one-piece version of them that I picked for the picture.
Mm.
I must have looked at the 5 Series and
Like,
and
yep.
made the decision based on that car because I love the 5 Series.
So I guess we all agree S on those two.
I would say that they're not necessarily an S, but they can easily be an S if you chose the right offset, and they'd have to be a deeper dish than they came from factory.
But those are not RSs. people
Yeah,
say.
these ones on there, I picked the wrong wheels. I'm sorry. I was drunk at the time.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
S tier.
And the next one here, the BBS RG, which in the early 2000s became the go-to BBS wheel for a lot of people. I had them on a CLK that I owned for a little bit, and I think they're a darn good-looking wheel.
Weren't they like option wheels for the crowns?
I don't know.
For the blue one that we had recently had them, and I thought that they were optional wheels.
They might have been.
RGRs? Yes. Zaid, stop using Google Translate to use German in the chat. I would like to have them on the Altezza too. I do think that they look very good and purposeful.
I was annoyed by how the spokes come on top of the lip, so every time that you clean them, you have to be very careful to get within there, but multi-spokes are always going to be a pain when you clean them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're just a basic, good-looking BBS that looks good on plenty of cars. I probably wouldn't buy them again, though, so I'd say B tier for these.
Okay. Lower B tier?
What do you say?
I would say lower B tier.
All right, let's do it.
Zaid, I'm sorry. I didn't want to say that you didn't learn German. He said he's had 4 years of German.
Yeah, but this is Zaid we're talking about, man.
Zaid is funny. I like Zaid. Okay, a lesser known wheel.
This one is only in the list because of you, Max. So why don't you? To me, I looked at the wheel and I was like, "Why is this in here?" Not only do I not know the brand, but it just looks like, and I'm sorry to say this, a middle of the road wheel.
It is a middle of the road wheel, which is okay.
But tell me why it's in the list.
It's Team Dynamics is the brand, and it's a brand based in the UK, and they do a lot of racing, mostly with minis, actually. And they have
I can see that. The new minis, right?
Yeah, old and new. So it's a racing team, like a motorsport racing team, and they've done wheels for quite some time now. And I chose these for my 8.6. I've sold them by now because I needed the money for the Altezza. But they are one of the few that are TÜV approved and quite light for what you pay. So I paid for a new set 1,200 euros.
That seems about mid-price, right? I don't
It's
know how
in
much
the-
wheels cost in Germany.
It's in the lower quarter of light wheels, and it was an 8x18, and it was around 7.8 kilograms.
Oh yeah,
Which
That's-
I
that's
think
pretty
was, for
decent.
the price, it was a good thing, and that they were like TÜV approved and everything was a good thing. And I kind of want people to know them more.
Oh, is that
because-
why you put them in there? Because our 19 people that are watching are going to be like, let's spread the word. Max's
I don't know.
wheels are going to become popular.
It's a clean look, and I like them. They are. You can't see this in the picture too much. Did you find a picture for them?
I found a picture for everything.
Is this
And it
on
took me a
Golf?
very
No,
long
these are
time,
the
Max.
BBS. Wait a second. This one maybe?
There you go.
Yes.
Actually, I couldn't find these on a lot of different cars.
yeah, they were none. Like there's none 8.6, no 8.6 that has them on them. It's except for
Except
the
for
guy who I
yours.
sold them the wheels to.
Hmm.
But you can see if you get from the 8-inch, you get a little bit of 3D-ness for the wheels, and I thought that just looked very nice.
All right. You're going to give him a tier. This is outside of my wheelhouse.
Nice. I still think it's around a C.
Okay, we'll give him a C.
Yeah, it's not super special. It's just very good value, and when people don't know them, they will come up to you and ask, "Hey, I've never seen this wheel before."
They
What
look
is
like
it?"
a Sparco wheel. Which we
Kind
didn't,
of,
we
yeah,
didn't add any
yeah.
Sparcos into this list, eh?
Yeah, because we don't like Sparko.
Or Pro Drive we didn't add.
That's better than C. At least B. Remand Ronald Teddies. We have something better.
We did not put in the Teddies. There were a few of them that we were kicking ourselves, but we already got a lot of wheels, so it was hard to draw the line. You will have a chance to add some more in the end if we've got time, but it looks like this is taking some time to get through, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Next one is this is a wheel I've seen before, but I didn't know the name of it. I don't really know the wheel too well. It's the Borbet or Borbet. I don't know how to pronounce
I
it.
think it's Borbet.
And it's a Borbet A.
So this is like the OG Golf Mark 1 wheel.
Do we have a picture?
Do you get a picture? Is this a BMW on Borbet A's?
Oh, I picked a wagon. That's stupid height for the vehicle, but I like the vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah,
My dad had this car when I was a kid.
I think that's so
Like a
badass. The
forest
E30
green.
and the wagon is one of my faves. If you had like the E30 M3 engine put into it, that would be like near a perfect car for me. I don't like them.
I'm torn. I kind of like them when the car looks like this, but
I'm with Derek. Strong dislike on these.
Also, the car this low makes me think the driver's an idiot. Like, put the car back up a little bit and have a car that actually you can live with. I might be on airbags. In that case, it's fine.
I would think they are on airbags.
What do you say? Because to me, these are like
I don't like
D
them.
or E.
I don't like them that much. The only design cue I do like about them is that these are not round. They are like there's this
Kinked?
like edge, the kink
You
in
like
here.
the kinky wheels.
What?
You can put them in higher tier if you really want to.
Which tier would you put them?
D.
D.
I don't know. Let's see the other wheels in D. Honestly, I'd put them in E.
In E.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
like, they were
I would
popular,
agree.
and maybe it's because everybody I knew who loved those wheels or wheels that looked similar to those ones, I thought were idiots. Maybe I have this association.
This was a very
these
big
people.
wheel in Europe.
Where there are a lot of idiots in Europe.
I can't comment on that without getting into
Were
trouble.
they drug dealers in their Mark III Golf? Okay, on to
Mark
the next
III
one.
is too new for the Bobet.
Oz wheels. Oz I was a little sad about because I think Oz is a better brand than it actually is. I think is my problem with the wheel company. They make one of my favorite wheels, but then I looked at them and they redesigned them and made it look stupid. We'll get into that. So first one, Futura, Oz Futura wheel.
Also a very classic wheel and highly regarded.
And it's a Euro brand. We were saying this brand comes
Italian.
from Italy, right?
Yeah.
What cars are you putting these on?
Pretty much anything.
BMW 8 Series, the old one.
I seen a lot of people with 8.6s put those on.
Huh?
Yep. It kind
Oh.
of is like a flat version of a Workmeister.
Yeah, design-wise, it's very simple. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even think of anything to say. It's a good look though.
To me, it's a low C tier because they are very heavy.
It is true. And I don't know why, but whenever a wheel is not made by Japanese people, I automatically think it's worse. Except for BBS.
Low.
Let's give it a B.
B.
Yeah.
Grant, what do you think about the Futura?
I'm fine with it.
Tier?
I'm not gonna fight on B. Sure.
Low B?
People in the chat seem to agree with B.
Okay. Oh, low? B is okay?
Yeah, that's good.
B.
On to the next one. I'm surprised you guys didn't put in the Super Turismos into this list. The Oz.
Because they only have the Super Turismo's HLT at the moment, and I didn't think about you.
Okay, I don't know how to say you say it.
Alleggerita.
Whatever. They seem middle of the road to me.
They are actually not. These are the lightest wheels you can get from Oz.
Oh,
So
boring.
I think a 17-inch is roughly the same weight as a TE37 equivalent. So this is the European version of a TE37/CE28.
Or maybe an RPF 1. What's the price on them?
A little less than the CE28s.
Okay, so a budget. Okay, I'll
Not budget, still expensive, but not as expensive.
but considering how light they are,
yes.
like wheels always get more expensive when they're lighter, and these ones are light and not breaking the bank.
And for being an Italian wheel, they look very JDM to me.
Yeah, they sure do.
I would give them an A tier.
I'd give them. I'll agree with A. Not even reluctantly. I'll just agree with A. You've sold me on these ones. Congratulations.
I was thinking about getting these so hard, but they would have stretched my budget back then. Because like the value proposition of these, I would give them mid A.
Sure. The Ultra Leggera.
Same feelings with the 57 Extremes.
They're very similar to those, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't like them.
The okay, so I know you guys can't see this, but this section here, can you point on the screen with your pointer?
Here?
Yeah, this section here is a little awkward how it comes in and then
Kings twice?
yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I don't hate them.
They are
I
pretty
think
light
C.
too.
Oh, these ones in particular are center locks, eh? So you can get the wheel as a center lock, which is
It's
pretty
more-
uncommon.
You can get these as center locks, but you can also, this in particular has just a cover to look like a center lock.
But it says central lock on it. So you can get the wheels.
In central lock form, yes, and you can also get them in non-central lock with a central lock looking cover.
That's stupid. Okay, so if it is the center lock version of the wheel, then I think it's fine. If it's the one that says it's center lock, but it's not, just like off-road tires that have the fake bead lock around them. Yeah, you're not fooling me. You're making it, you yourself seem really stupid to me.
You found
C.
this picture? Yeah, this is the look I know. It's on, yeah.
Oh, okay. So take a look at this rear one. That stepped rim improves the look. So C.
C?
think,
I could agree with C, yeah.
Because wheels sometimes look much different when it's straight on, like perpendicular to the wheel, compared to at a 45-degree angle or something.
C?
Yeah.
Lower, upper?
Low C is fine.
C right next to the C, to the 57 Extremes.
Yeah, they're similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the Oz Rally. I added these ones in. Oz isn't the only company that makes wheels like this. They're basically the ubiquitous rally wheels from the 90s.
Yeah.
They are quite heavy, but they're made for rally. They're made to be strong.
Yeah.
And I think that the older the Oz Rally wheels, the better they look because the writing on them was bigger. I love the flat face with the big red writing on them. Tom's made some wheels that are similar to these, basically the same wheel. And then they have a little place for the air to get out, but still the stepped lip inside of it. I think these look really cool, but they can only go on a rally car
I think I've seen, what did I see them on a lot?
with knobbly tires.
I've seen them on like Peugeots a lot, like rally Peugeots.
These wheels were
I've
in Group A rally. They were the go-to wheel, so a lot of Group A cars would have these.
Evo 3 Group A. Someone said, Mod said on the chat. GR Yaris. I've seen a bunch of GR Yaris with
Because
the new
that's
ones of
basically a rally car.
these. Yeah, and I think that looks sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would put them as S tier though.
I couldn't find any of the retro ones with clean face. And look at that. On a 90s Group A rally car.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here are a little bit newer of wheels, but not the new ones. See if you could do a Google search for the Oz Rally wheels now, because I think they look disgusting. To me, they need to have the thin spokes, but I have a feeling like the thin spokes made them not strong enough, so the new version of them
There you go.
have a thicker spoke, and to me, it doesn't work. It kind of ruins the whole look.
They look modern though, but it doesn't have the step on it.
It does, but it's smaller.
No, they extend here. Oh, you mean the inner step? Okay.
Yeah. I would give these, the retro ones, I would give low S tier.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Purpose-built rally wheel. And you can put them on your car in the street. You just have to add an extra 5 horsepower to lug them around.
No, if you have them on your car on the street, you need to do a well-executed handbrake turn every now and then.
Yeah, like 10% of the time.
Yep.
What's next? We are into Ronal. Only one Ronal wheel, and it's a Ronal Turbo. Max said that I need to have that on my car for no reason whatsoever.
It's because of the name.
So this one's a little bit weird, right? It has a similar style to the Oz Rally, right?
Yep.
But it has a concave and a convex look to them.
Yeah.
And you can get these without the Ronal Turbo design on them. I think they kind of look stupid. except for when they say Ronal Turbo on them. But it is a unique wheel, and I'll give it credit for that. But whenever I see it on a car, it never really looks good, and I don't know what it is. We got a picture of this one.
I think it would be these.
It's like a wheel that, to me, is that them? I might have picked the wrong wheels.
This is not the Ronal Turbo.
Yeah, I might have had trouble finding one with those wheels on
didn't
it.
have much time.
There is
right?
one car I can think of that these look really good on, and that is
Golf.
the Renault 5.
I don't even know, Grant.
On a Twingo! Again, Twingo mentioned in the stream. Yeah.
For whatever reason, like it seems to tick all the boxes, but it just doesn't pull it off when it's on a car. It's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah, Mark 1 or Mark 2 Golf is what I've commonly seen them on.
Even so, those cars look good on so many different wheels. Sorry, that was my bad picking the wrong wheel.
Is that an Escort?
Yeah. I mean, I
that
think
was the
it's an
picture that you
Escort.
took, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I must say, with the colors, it's moving up a rank.
Those look like a newer version of it, too.
Yeah, yeah. Or like this. Those look like the SSR.
Those look
type
like a
wheels.
fake wheel that somebody modeled in a video game.
E for
Yeah.
me. It's
Yeah, I'm not going to give these very high E.
Peugeot 205 with yeah, that would look good. I would agree. I'm just gonna close a few tabs here just because it's getting really confusing. Ding, ding, ding.
Look at all those wheels. The next one is a TSW Venom.
Wait. E?
Yeah.
Oh, you already know what's going to be S tier coming
Wow,
up.
we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
We
We need to do a part 2, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
The problem is we've already planned out our next show.
We can
Push.
we started to have a document where we plan out the shows for the month, which is great, but we can just push it.
We got all of these ones left to do.
Yeah.
This is a lot. Okay, well, let's go until for another 5 minutes.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is everyone else good with that? Maybe
They
then
don't get
next
a
time we
choice.
have more time to add wheels from.
I don't know. I feel like we can only give so much. Also, looking at the numbers, this isn't a topic that everyone's in love with. We're getting
That's
far
true.
fewer viewers than we usually do because they're
Finish
like,
this
I
column.
already know everything about wheels. TSW Venom. To me, gross wheel.
F tier.
Yeah.
F.
All right.
F
Don't
in
even,
the F
don't
in
even
the
talk
chat.
about it.
F-
I couldn't even find a car that it looked good on.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Stupid wheels. That's the only wheel from that manufacturer.
They seem to be something that people look at fondly. Like they made the list on the
I found
website.
a lot of Civics wearing them, so they must be a
Yeah.
Civic thing. AZEV, Azev.
Yep.
Don't know about this brand. They make a bunch of different looking versions of this, so I didn't know which one that you guys were thinking of when putting it into the list. So I just tried to take a middle of the road one.
Yeah, ASF A. Oh, these were the Venom.
That's the wrong size for that car too. 2 sizes too big. Oh,
Yes,
weird! Another E30
That
wagon.
is the look for this generation of BMW.
They
to
look
me.
like Racing Dynamics.
Yeah, it's very Euro, but I always connect them with BMW because BMW has a similar design for one of the OEM wheels, I feel.
This is actually the new PCA garage. We haven't shown it to you guys yet, but we've got an airplane in there.
Yeah, we export airplanes now. Guess what? If you
April
buy
Fools.
if you buy an airplane, you don't need to ship them by ship. It can just fly to
Yeah.
you.
Max can do it. I don't know. They don't really do it
I
for
don't
me.
have
I'd say D or C maybe. I don't like how smooth the spokes are. Like each corner is fairly round.
I think I do like it because it's kind of unique. You don't see that often anymore.
Also, look, they've got a weird little round bump on the inside of each spoke all the
Yeah.
way around.
Yeah.
It's like the spoke was like got stung by a bee and swelled up.
It's a bespoke.
I don't like the center covers. I don't think center covers ever really look good. And I don't like how it's got the one little key for opening that up. It looks like a pain in the butt to change your tires. Probably you've lost the key for that or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me,
I
it's
wonder
D.
if they look good without the center cap.
Probably not.
I want to see this. Do I get pictures for that?
They got a diamond
No.
on the center cap? That's actually pretty dope.
Full chrome. Okay. Interesting. No, everyone wants the center cap. No, without.
I don't know. They look like they're not supposed to have no center cap in them.
Yeah.
That looks well. No, that one.
Okay. What are we going to do?
D.
D.
I'm sorry. Anything that's a Euro brand, unless it's BBS, is going to get a lower rating.
Mid D.
We've got a time for one more. The
Do you want to
Hayashi,
choose one of these, or just do
No.
the next one?
the Hayashi Racing.
Okay.
Because I don't want to remember for the next show. I want to just be able to copy and paste whatever we've got.
Yeah.
The Hayashi Racing Type C. This is a very popular wheel here in Japan for your 7Ds cars.
Yeah.
I see them on Nissan Sunny trucks like crazy.
I adore this wheel so much, and I want it for my 8.6 so bad.
Really? I've seen them on a ton of 8.6s, R30 and R31 Skylines.
Also, weirdly, very popular in K-truck sizes.
Yes.
And you can get new ones too of them. You can get them non-dished for K-trucks, and I think they look all sorts of weird.
Like a 4.5J. It's weird.
Put them on your trailer. What do we got for a picture of the car on this one? Did I pick a retro version of it? Yes. Wait a second. I don't know if these ones are retro or if they're a new version of them because I don't know the wheel well enough.
Mm-hmm.
There they are on a G-nose Fair Lady. So, Grant obviously loves them. I'm looking at you, Max.
I do like them. I think they deserve an S tier, but I would not buy them for myself. And
You
I
don't
do
really
agree-
like any of the cars that would look good with these wheels, though.
I do want to agree with JP in the chat that he just said the problem with some of these scores is that you don't seem to like German cars. Azefs and Borbets are iconic for some German cars.
Well, it's not called the Cool German Show.
That's funny. The thing is, though, I adore a ton of German cars, but I didn't really... Like, I'm not from Europe, so everyone's like, what is considered iconic, if you feel the same way, this might make you put them up higher. I think that's why my BBS LMs are up so high, because for me, the last 25 years, I've been like, ooh, lusting over these wheels. And that might be the same way for
JP
people that grew up in Germany.
JP, for me it's weird because I grew up in Germany and I liked Japanese cars more. However, since I've gotten to Japan, you don't see the German cars that often. So every time I see a German car here that is done like it would have been done in Germany, I'm like, that's sick. So it's kind of weird. I do know about the Borbet and the Azefs and the BBS and their impact and how everyone has them. And I like them, but it's personal preference bias. That's it.
I think some of my favorite cars are German cars. The Lupo GTI is one of my all-time favorites. The Caddy version of the Mark I Golf, the pickup truck one. Oh my God, that thing is so cool. The Mark I Golf, the Swantail version of it. Yes, please. I like the Mark III Golf with the 16-valve engine, the cross-flow 2-liter. The Corrado used to be my favorite car of all time.
Oh.
I don't like it so much anymore because they didn't hold together very well. So to get one in great... It's also that moment in the 90s that, like, Volkswagen was moving from old school to new school. Like, between the Mark III generation and the Mark IV generation, they did a lot of investments in building a very much more modern car. So to me, the Mark III is like the end of the old school version. And if I'm going old school Volkswagen, we're going to be doing like a Mark I, Mark II Scirocco, or we're going to be doing a Mark I, Mark II Golf or something like that. But yeah, huge fan of German cars. RS4 was a car I almost owned. RS2 is one of my all-time favorites. Anyways, where are we going to give this one?
Also, someone like JP also said C because it's cast wheel. And I feel like both you and Grant, as soon as it's about classic wheels, you completely forget the manufacturing aspect of them.
Just because nothing was forged back then. If you wanted lightweight wheels, they were cast magnesiums, and then they would catch on fire if you hit a curb.
Sick.
Worth it.
So both of you would put these.
You know,
in
you
S
can
tier.
get the Watanabe in magnesium still.
Yeah. You would put them in S tier.
As
I
far
guess.
as I know, Grant would. As far as classic wheels, to me, this one isn't as high.
Okay.
It's a classic wheel from a rear wheel drive car, and I feel like my favorite classic wheels are front wheel drive oddities.
I'm gonna pass on giving this a grade, so you two can.
You just don't want to get in the middle of this one, right?
Yeah.
B.
Grant.
I would probably go A.
Okay,
But-
so let's do high B.
High B. Okay. So we're gonna stop here and
Let's
then.
look at the whole list.
So, wait. We go from bottom to.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of D, only 3A.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I would put these higher, but
Let's put it a little bit higher. That guy in the comments seemed to want it higher, and I want to make sure people are happy.
Yeah.
That's good.
That seems okay.
This is D tier. D is fairly, or C, I'm sorry, is middle of the road, right?
Yeah.
That seems fine for middle of the road.
B?
Those work equips are a little bit high for me, but that's what we decided on. I think it's fine. Yep, everything there looks good to me.
A. Yeah. Those.
Those equips, again, if it's a retro one, yes. If it's the modern one, no. But I can't be that picky.
No, putting these next to them, I think, is absolutely fair.
Okay.
S is quite odd, if I'm being honest.
We've got quite a mix, don't we?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what else ends up in S tier.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
I will have.
Every time I look at each, like it's a very broad range of wheels in S tier, but each one that I look at, I keep thinking, yeah, that's S. Even though they're all very different from one another.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to pick this up next time. We've got brands called Autostrada, Mazda. The Mazda wheel is insane. I absolutely love it. Porsche original wheel, NK wheels, Advan wheels, AME wheels, and SSR, and then a few oddballs like Hayashi Racing, Mugen wheels, Tom's wheels, Evo Corsa wheels.
And
Okay.
then I will probably go through the chat after the show and write stuff down from the chat, because I think there were a couple of
Good
picks
call.
in there that I
we don't
remember
have.
that- Yeah. Okay. Car picks is the next segment.
Grant's here, so
Wait.
yeah, don't show that yet. Oh my God, look at that. I didn't look at these ones yet, so Grant, tell us what we got.
For the car picks, yeah.
Yes.
Grant's
So, first up-
loud.
We have a 2002 Mitsubishi minicab food truck. Woo! I just I don't know what to say about this one. It's a food truck. It was used to grill things on skewers, and now you can have it if you want to. I just thought it was funny that it was a food truck.
I wonder how much of the equipment is still usable.
They don't mention, so I'm assuming it was either not checked or it was all removed. I've seen both things happen.
I think if you have this car outside of Japan as a food truck, you're definitely going to get attention.
Yeah. Like
You'll
if you
probably
like
sell
coffee.
a decent amount more food. Now, which wheels would you put on this? I think food trucks on nice wheels is a
Would be cool.
very cool
Yeah.
thing.
Looks like it's got moon eyes on it.
What would I
Interesting
put
choice.
on this?
I feel like we've talked about wheels too much.
The Hot Wheels.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a food truck.
Okay.
It was
What
funny.
about condition?
So it's a 2002. It means it's not quite legal for USA
It's
yet.
not quite. The condition overall is about average for a K truck.
Some peeling paint on it. It has some screw holes on the interior. It's honestly not too bad. Is that a company sign mark, it says? I can't read that one. The first one in the lower section of the report
Yes.
area. Yeah, condition seems fine. Oh, 5-speed. That's cool.
It's a
I
manual.
would want the 5-speed for sure.
But it's an R grade. Do you think it's an R grade because we needed to cut something to put the thing on?
It would say so if that was the case. The R grade, it looks like it's right front side member has repair marks on it. So it's been hit in the front.
Hmm.
Those headlights need to be replaced.
Yep.
Super cool. If you're a Japanese height, then you can probably stand. That was
Maybe.
that was a little rude, wasn't it? You can probably stand up if you are on the lower side of heights.
The height spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next one for this week.
Yeah, the next one's cool.
This is the Imposter Miata.
Yeah, so this is a Mitsuoka 01. You can think of it as a Miata kit car that was sold new from a Mitsuoka dealer. It's a 1.6 Miata drivetrain, but it's got a bespoke Mitsuoka space frame chassis. It's double wishbone suspension at every corner. Just a weird little thing.
And
Wait,
custom suspension too. It's not Miata suspension.
So this
it's
is not
full-
this is not a KTM.
No, it is not a Caterham.
It looks like a KTM.
It does look like one, but it is not.
I mean, Caterham and Birkin and Lotus 7, they're all the same thing.
Right.
Lotus just sold out the rights to multiple manufacturers to make their car.
Ah, I see. There is a version of this with a K engine.
I don't know if there's a version of the
Caterham
Mitsuoka one.
The KTM,
Caterham
I think,
does
has a K engine.
I would want this with the Miata engine because that Miata engine's fantastic. And it would be a suitable amount of power in such a light thing too.
What about the sheet condition and stuff?
52,000 kilometers. Condition
Not
looks
perfect.
okay.
It's got a bit
Oil's
of an oil
leaking.
leak. It's got a cracked windshield, but the body damage is pretty minimal, and there's not much body to be damaged.
It's got a re-VIN, hey?
Oh, what now?
A re-VIN. So it's not running the original VIN number. I wonder why. You see that? The 574113?
Yeah, so that's its serial number.
Maybe this doesn't look like a Miata
They
anymore,
might
so-
have come just with those types of numbers.
They might have just come with
'Cause
that. Yeah.
if you make a kit car, that's the kind of number that you get here in
Yeah.
Japan.
Mitsuoka does weird things.
Yeah.
That is cool. It's very weird.
And also the regular version of these, the old Caterhams, they used an engine from the 1950s, a Ford engine that is terrible. They are like, oh, I want to start my engine. Let's spend 5 minutes trying to start it. Oh, it won't start today. Well, I guess we're not going driving.
Right.
So
This
with
is
the
just
Miata
a
engine. no
bone
problems.
stock Miata engine, fuel injection, all the normal stuff.
I saw one of these stateside with an S2000 drivetrain.
That's cool.
Ooh, that seems sketchy.
Scary.
Because you get up in high enough RPM and you're gonna have a lot of wee into the wall, or a tree or something, and you'll die at like a 5 km/h accident in this.
What year is this? Heisei 6?
1994.
Yeah,
US
so
legal.
you guys can get it.
That was the beginnings of Mitsuoka. This is a piece of history.
Mm.
On to the next one.
Yeah. This
Keep in
is
mind, I'm sorry, Grant. Keep
no,
in
go
mind,
ahead.
these are all at auction right now. You want to bid on these, you can absolutely do it.
Correct.
Yep.
So last up today, we've got a 2009 Mazda Speed Axela, the Mazda Speed 3 for anybody from North America. Often an overlooked performance bargain. These are not super common at auction, but also not super sought after, so you can get good deals on them.
How much?
Like
500,000 yen?
For the early generation like this, I would say under 600,000.
Okay.
And 260 horsepower, turbo, direct injection, 6 speeds.
Are those
all the
engines okay?
fanciness.
The 2.3 liter.
Correct.
Are they good? I don't know.
I haven't heard anything bad about them.
Yeah, I've heard the engine is generally pretty good. They do seem to be a massive pain to work on. If you've seen the recent Gears and Gasoline one of trying to service their Mazda Speed 6. But yeah, I've heard they're decent
that these
engines.
engines had problems, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
I know there's some sort of problems that can happen with the earlier ones like this that got changed in a facelift. But yeah, I also can't remember off the top of my head. They are neat though, and they do pop up every now and then.
So, as usual, if you buy any of the cars that are featured on the show, then Maximilian, this guy, is going to make you a special video for free, and it's going to go on the Drives Japan YouTube channel.
Yes.
And it's going to be amazing and funny.
Yes. Especially for the Morgan. We need to buy funny glasses for driving the Morgan. If someone
Like the
does.
shutter shades that I brought for the video game night?
No, like a leather, like old school hat with like a flight pilot mask thing on it. And
I'll buy it for the video. Okay, so that's all the cars that we got lined up for this version of the car picks. So let's go on to the next segment, which is the second to last one. We're doing okay for time, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're good. It's this week at PCA.
This week at PCA, so first off, Mike is gone, and when Mike left, he wanted to do all of the things that he never got a chance to do. So yes, if you in the comments are wondering, everybody in the office wore shorts on that day, which is really funny. Unfortunately, we don't have a picture of it.
The timing just didn't work out. Like we were
Because
so
Jacob
busy
didn't
that
come
day.
back until late, and at that time Mike wasn't here because he was going to get pizza.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, it was dark out, and then we couldn't get the picture. I'm bummed out that we couldn't get that picture because we honestly don't have anywhere in the office we could do it.
Yeah.
It's just too tight of an area.
But we all wore shorts, and it made him very happy. Like genuinely, he was happy.
He was very serious about the shorts. He loves exposed legs more than anyone I've ever met. And it's just to me, in an office, exposing legs is a little bit odd. But he was adamant about it. Right? And so it was nice that he got a chance to do that. The second thing that he always wanted to do is every time that we do sometimes we do after work drinks or something here in the office, and we would always order Domino's pizza. JDM Domino's pizza, which is probably better than
I
the
have
North
no
American
comparison.
version.
I don't know.
Because McDonald's here is better, and KFC here is better, and Subway here is better. Yeah. And every time Mike would say, you know what? Why don't we get a Costco pizza? Wouldn't that be great? Costco pizzas are big. They're just like the North American ones. And they're good, and like they feed a lot of people.
Yep.
And every time he brought it up, I said, Mike, you're an idiot. And that's a bad idea. Because the Costco is at 45 minutes or an
away.
hour drive away.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you come back, you've got pizza that's cold.
He always wanted to do it. It was like...
And he brought it up several
the 3
times.
years I've been here, every time he was like...
And
Costco
he's been
pizza
here
party.
for 7 years, so you can imagine how many times he's brought it up even before I shot it down.
So what was his verdict after doing it?
Yeah, he went and did it. He left at like 3:30. He didn't end up coming back until late. He was supposed to be back by 5.
It's like 6:10
Because you couldn't stay past 6, right?
I did
He
stay
came
a
back
bit
at
longer.
like 10 minutes before 6.
Yeah.
Here's the pizza, everybody. And then it was lukewarm pizza.
He was like, I'm not doing that again. It was pretty funny.
It felt so good when he was like, Derek, you said it every time. I should have believed. He was probably playing it up a little bit, but he's like, I should have believed you. It was bad. And Costco's pizza is worse now than it used to be because they keep cheapening out on it. And one of the ways that they cheapened out on it is that they put it through the oven for a shorter amount of time now. Mm-hmm. So the pizza is more bread-like instead of pizza-like. It's not like crispy, which it's not exactly that Costco's pizza is crispy per se, but it's like a fresh kind of, has a little bit of a crisp to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now it's just like bread with toppings on it. And they don't even have the combo pizza anymore. It's just pepperoni pizza or margarita pizza.
And that's it.
And the margarita pizza didn't have any mozzarella cheese on it. It's just the...
Pizza cheese.
I don't know. It's not regular pizza cheese. They have like no cheese on it except for one little dollop of some sort of cheese. Kind of weird. It tasted okay. It had basil sauce, pesto sauce. It was fine. And so we had the pizza. After that, Naoko gave Mike a Goku statue because Mike likes Dragon Balls from the Dragon Ball store. I got a picture of Mike. It's so adorable. He was reading the card, and he didn't want to embarrass Naoko, so he read the card to himself, and nobody got to find out what it was. But Mike's face was it was like...
Yeah.
I got a picture of it, but I couldn't put it into the show because I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I needed to go early because a friend of mine is visiting, and I haven't seen him in years, and I wanted to spend time with him.
And then we watched a movie. We watched Tropic Thunder, which is he has been talking about that and joking about it for years, and I've never seen it, and so it was good to close that part of the book. And we used the Yonanas. Now you guys probably don't know what this is, but on Mike's first year, 8 years ago, we did a gift exchange thing, and he got a machine called the Yonanas, which is like a juicer. But you freeze bananas, and then you put them in the top, and then you push down, and it turns into like a banana puree type
Like
thing.
a frozen yogurt type situation, right?
It's like that, but you use frozen bananas as the base, and then you put other things in, like he put peanut butter in, and like apples and
mangoes,
cinnamon.
and
It was actually pretty good. But he got that for me 8 years ago, and it sat on our desks, and it had never been used. So this was another door that we could finally put to rest by using the Yonanas. And It was
After 8
it was
years.
lovely. The machine broke by the
Really?
end of the night. I guess it like overheated or something. But then after we waited, it started working again.
yeah,
so
then it's
I
overheated.
did it with my kids afterwards, and they enjoyed it a lot. It was the butt of jokes for a long time because the Yonanas machine was always around. So it's like, let's do Yonanas. And Mike actually, he bought a bunch of bananas once because he's like, I'm doing the damn Yonanas. He bought a bunch of bananas. He put them into the freezer and didn't think that you have to peel the bananas before you put them into the freezer.
Oh, no.
He took the banana bunch out and it was a frozen solid, like rock-like bunch of bananas. And then obviously you can't put them through the machine because then you're eating the peels.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And he's like, I guess I shouldn't have thought that one through.
That's what- I heard that you guys were making a joke about that, but I didn't know that that was the root of the joke.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand.
It was good times. Probably a better story now than actually eating the Yonanas at the beginning. And then to close things up, we're still planning to do something nice for Mike. As a going away thing, he's going to continue to be here in Japan for several months as he shows his family around on a vacation and just does all of the things that he wanted to do here in Japan that he didn't get a chance to do over the last 7 years.
Yeah.
And one of those things is we don't have this set in stone yet, but we're trying to set up a track day where all of the PCA staff get to bring their cars together with Mike, who gets to bring his Type R, to a racetrack so we can go do some laps together as a kind of final send-off type thing. So looking forward to that.
Me too.
A little bummed that Mike is not with us anymore. He was a great addition to the team, and we're going into a new era now. And so
Yeah.
wish us luck with the new era. Mike's replacement isn't going to come in until July to September, depending on how long it takes for the visa to process. So
Yeah.
we're going into bare bones version of PCA till it comes back.
We're gonna raw dog.
No more training. Jacob and Max get to sit cool for a bit.
We're gonna do footsies.
What?
Yeah, when we like sit. Like,
Jacob turned down Mike's desk, though.
did he?
Yeah,
I
he's
can
like, I
finally
don't wanna
stretch my
move.
legs without hitting Mike's feet.
You missed the footsies, though.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
did.
It'll be a week, and you're going to be like, Derek, can you go sit in Mike's desk for a bit?
Zayda's asking, did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I did get a little bit emotionally choked up a few
Yeah,
times.
same. Yeah, absolutely.
Next thing, Max polished his car, and how much did it cost? And show us a picture.
Yes, I was just reading the chat comment here. Max, your Max Toge sticker has made it into the Stagiaire. I
Oh.
don't know who I gave a sticker of mine to.
P.S. I sent a photo of it to the PCA Insta.
I will check that after the show.
Unmanned account?
No.
Are you calling Max a non-man?
It's not mega prioritized yet, but it will be soon. I got my car polished and coated.
Show us pictures.
I do have pictures here, and I did it at Keeper, which some people might know. It's you most often when you come to Japan see it at gas stations, and it's a polishing, coating, car making, beautifying store. They also have something called a Keeper Labo, and this is a store that is managed by the company itself and not by a gas station company. And the idea that I looked at was that if you go to a labo, you have higher quality standards opposed to the gas station treatment, but the same price. So I went to them and I asked them what I should do, and they polished the car and then used the cheapest coating that lasts for a year. It's a glass coating. And I also did the wheels and interior clean, and I paid 50,000 yen.
50,000 yen. That's pretty
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
I paid like 80,000 yen when I did the Keeper, but it was the gas station version, and my paint needed polishing.
Yep.
And I suspected that the Keeper would kind of fill the micro scratches, but it didn't.
Not super. It does a little bit, but not too much. The picture here looks better than it does in person on the hood and the roof. The roof is quite faded, and the paint, he said, was quite thin, so they couldn't polish too much.
Wait, he polished?
Yeah, the whole car got polished.
So I paid 30%
So there's
more than
there's
yours,
different tiers of coatings.
and they didn't polish it for me.
Yeah, because polishing is an extra option that you need to inquire for.
How much does the extra option cost?
22,000 yen.
It's not bad for a polish.
No, not at all.
But
But
I
it's
also
also just
suspect
a
that they
light
might
polish.
not do a very well polish for that price.
It's not like they did an enormous perfect polish, but for the price I paid, I'm quite satisfied. Like the big scratches
Yeah.
are gone, all of the scratches behind the door handles are gone,
yeah.
and it's ultra shiny.
And Altezas are hard to find in good condition. They're at that age where a lot of them are running out of
Yeah.
steam. And so having an Alteza that looks shiny is really going to make it pop.
Yeah, it
That's
felt
cool.
so good driving it afterwards. I also have a video here that I just wanted to show, which is how I washed the car after driving in the rain, and this is just.
Whee! Look at all that water beating off.
I think this is so like. I never had a wax that was this good, so definitely for the price. Well worth it.
Did they also do the windows?
No, the windows I did myself.
Okay.
I asked for them to polish them because they have water spots that I can't take off,
Yeah.
but they said probably too expensive. It's like 12,000 yen per window. So it's like, nah.
Weird. I need to polish my windows.
Okay.
On to the next topic. We finished our video game night. Who wants to guess who the winner was? I'll wait. The winner was me. And everybody all night was like, sure, you win. You picked the games. They're your games, and we're coming into them blind. I will say that I intentionally picked games that were simple, even for people who had never played them before. So we played Fit Boxing, and I'll let you know a little bit of how each one went. Metal Slug, F-Zero 99,
F-Zero 99 was good.
and Smash Bros. And Max said, I hate Smash Bros.
I don't like Smash Brothers.
I don't understand you at all.
Yeah.
The Fit Boxing, that's the one where you hold the Joy-Cons in your hands and you punch and stuff like that. We had a handicap that if you were in first place by the time that you got to the Fit Boxing, you had to hold a medicine ball between your legs while you were doing it. And I thought that was going to be all sorts of fun, but unfortunately,
the Joy-Cons broke.
the Joy-Cons kept ghost hitting, like back to menu.
Yeah.
So we had to drop that one, unfortunately, because I thought that would have been lots of fun.
Metal Slug was quite fun too.
In Metal Slug, you had to do the first level, and you started with 30. We used poker chips to keep track of the points, and you start with 30 points, and each time you die, you have to give 2 points to the pool, and then we split up the pool for everybody else.
Yeah.
So if you die, you're helping other people out. Grant did pretty awesome at that. Grant's not here, is he?
Grant's here. I just don't really have anything to add to that. I did do pretty awesome.
He was in last place when we started, and he just whee.
Right. So we started the second game night in last place, and then he moved up past somebody else.
Which is me.
I was so
Because of
surprised
Smash
that
Brothers.
you got last place, because I think in general I think you and Jacob are the two people highest skilled at video games in the office, and I think I'm below that, and I think Mike is below me, and I think Grant is below Mike. Sorry, Grant.
Ouch.
But it didn't end up in that order at all.
No. Which is exactly what
But
proves your point of having randomizing factors in it.
We wanted to have handicaps, and I didn't want to have someone just run away with it, as I did, because I ended up being first.
Yes.
Right? Which kind of sucks, but at the same time, there
He
was
got
a
the
lot of
Nutella.
Smash Bros.
He got the Nutella.
The prize was a Nutella.
Yeah.
And my boys love it. My son, Sean, has been asking for it every morning for breakfast.
It was fun though.
Then we
And
played
especially-
F-Zero 99. You got one time to do it, and you got points based on your placement. And if you died, you got no points. This guy here got into fourth place, which when you're playing online with 99 other people, all on the same track, fourth place is epic.
And
but
then I
it
died.
turned out that he died very close to the very end
Yeah.
and got no points for that, which kind of sucks.
Derek, because of time reasons, let's just not spend too much time on it. And then go questions.
And then we did Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's exactly what we can skip.
Smash Bros was two different versions of them. Survival was one person like Max against everybody else, and we got to kill them, and then however many minutes that they lasted.
And friendly fire was on. Mike was hitting me by accident, and the next round I was just going against Mike, even though we were on the same team. It was pretty funny.
And then the last one was stupid Smash Bros, where everyone had to play one character like Captain Falcon, and then you could only use the Falcon Punch. And if you accidentally use any other move, you had to SD.
Yep, which killed me a bunch of times.
And then we played that with Wario, and then we played that with Jigglypuff. And I saved the Jigglypuff one, so we can maybe watch that in a future episode. I don't know how to put it into the show, but it was good. So first place was me. Second place was Mike, which surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Third place was Jacob. Fourth place was you.
Grant.
No, fourth place was Grant, and then last place was
Yes.
you. So I'm sorry about that, Max, but maybe next time.
Yep. Now we can talk about this guy.
We thought next time we'll have each person pick one game, so
yeah.
that's not favoring just me. Next, the new version of the cool JDM tree. So we got a picture of that.
Yep.
Now, we used to have lots of tires. I'm talking like 50 sets of tires stacked 10 tires high in the back of the lot because we didn't know what to do with them. We ended up throwing out most of them or giving them away to some of the dealer customers that we work with, or selling, in some case, selling them to dealer customers. And little did we know that we have a brand new tree that has grown since we have owned this lot. It was not there.
In between the wheels, right?
Yeah, we moved to the tires and we were like, oh, there's a tree here. And Mike tried pulling it out. And I said, no. I love this tree. Because the regular version of the JDM tree got too big. And it's just like all furry, not furry, bushy. But now this new one grew and I fell in love with it. And I was like,
Did you give it a name?
Yeah, and it's the cool JDM tree. Because there's a JDM tree and this is a cool. I feel sorry for the original JDM tree, but this one's cool because it's in our lot. It's actually our tree. So if we move out of there, we can pull it out and we can transplant it to our new office.
Right.
Maybe we can even put it into like a pot and put it inside. Perfect. We don't know what kind of tree it is because it doesn't have leaves yet, but when it sprouts leaves, it's like 3 meters tall.
Yeah.
It's going to be a legit tree once it grows the leaves. I'm so excited about that. So we have a new cool JDM tree in the back of our lot, and Mike's like, it'll just take up space that we need for cars. It's cool, in my opinion. Super cool. Okay, that's all there is for that one. Was that our last topic?
Yep.
Oh no, the suck-off image.
Yes.
So we talked about the Sakura Suck-Off racing series that we wanted to start.
Mr. Gularu sent this to us. It's pretty funny.
To the email address show@pacificcoastjdm.com.
Yeah. It's a hard-off knockoff picture. So hard-off is like a secondhand store.
And it's a funny name because hard off sounds like the opposite of something that's funny.
Yeah.
So the logo kind of fits.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then the Japanese says like,
don't overtake me.
please.
Yeah.
Don't overtake, please. Yeah. Cool. Thank you for sending that in. I think that's
funny.
That's all kind of cool.
We'll see if we can use it or not at a later stage when that idea comes into more fruition.
We also think that if it does actually come into fruition, that name's not going to work. Because we talked about this before. You put a video on YouTube that says "suck off," you're not going to get any views.
Q&A. There were 2 chat questions that I forgot last time.
We've only got 5 minutes. For this
so
too.
let's make it quick. The first one was from BMX Kelowna. Past the purchase price of the car, how much can one expect to spend on all shipping fees and taxes for a car landed in Vancouver these days?
Taxes are subject to the price of the car, so I can't give you a price like a rule of thumb price. But generally speaking, you're looking at about $3,500 to add everything up until it's landed and cleared. If it is a more expensive car, it'll be a little bit more than that. So if you bought a car for $500, it'll be about $4,000 landed.
And taxes for imports in Canada? Like
If
how
it's
many
a
percent
car
is it?
made in Japan, then your taxes, I believe, are $0. Grant?
Yo.
What's taxes for Japanese cars because of the TPP? In Canada.
am not a good person to ask about this.
This is something that the sales reps are supposed to know.
Mike knew most of it.
This is something that we generally tell people to talk to their broker about to get the most current
I
details
know,
on.
but we know about Canada. So Canada used to be 6.1%, but then it went down to 5% with the intent to go down to 0%, but I don't know if that's actually happened yet. So it's either 5% or 0%, plus you pay your GST. And the GST in BC is, I believe, 5%. So that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Tooting Beck has asked, what's the difference between Alphard and Vellfire? Importing one to the USA, would there be any compatible parts, mechanical and suspension-wise?
They're not legal to the USA until next year, and the Alphard is the only one that is... we talked about this in the last show, actually.
Yes, it is
the
from the
Alphard
last
is
show.
the only one that's going to be legal for the next 8 years, so that's your only choice. The difference between the Alphard and the Vellfire is only aesthetics. There's almost nothing else that's different. It's the same structure, the same chassis, the same price point. The Vellfire has a more aggressive look, and the Alphard is a more subdued look, but still good looking.
Is there any crossovers for other Toyota cars in terms of parts?
Oh, honestly speaking, like engine-wise, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that they have any crossover for some of the suspension stuff because there's no version of it that was available in North America.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Art has asked last time, can I ship back my car to Japan to have you drive it?
Yep.
On your expense, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to have that featured on our channel? Go ahead and spend probably $4,000 to get that shipped here and shipped back.
Then
I would love to see the car again, though. What a great 8.6.
La Lane Motors LLC on the Skyline walk-around. It was the 2.5 GTT that we had, the white one. I'm interested in how the pre-auction inspection process works.
I think we've talked about this on the show, and there's a lot more than we can get into in just answering a question here because there's a lot of people assume that I'm buying a car from Japanese auction, I need that pre-inspection. And the way it actually works is it's not going to be for everybody. When I buy a car and when all of our staff buy a car, it's very rare that we get inspections because the inspection adds complexity, costs, and doesn't always give you a decent amount of good information that's going to change your bid. So it's a numbers game. It's a way to limit risk at the cost and expense of convenience and money.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, how does the pre-inspection process work? You would let us know which car that you want an inspection on, and then different auction houses have different options of what you can get. So we'll tell you what those are, and you pick, I want pictures or I want information, and then we can get you that sort of stuff depending on the auction. But because each auction house is a little bit different, it's going to be different what you're going to be able to get.
So with pictures, it's additional pictures to the ones that you already have online, right?
Right. And then you can say which areas that you want to get shot, and then we'll get you pictures of those areas or questions answered via an inspector that goes to see the car. Like if you're like, I want to see the oil on the dipstick, then you can get that. So
the only thing that's quite subjective is if you ask for smell, right? It's what I've heard so far.
Yeah, smell can be a little bit hard. You can still ask for it, but it can be... A person who smokes is naturally going to not smell it as much.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That was a footsie, by the way.
And the auction inspection also has some issues with time zones too. Like if you're like, you order the inspection, we don't know when the inspector is going to get the inspection done by, and it could be really close to the auction time, which happens to be at like 4 o'clock in the morning your time. So if you're getting these, it can add a little extra complexity. So yeah, let us know if you're interested, and you can talk with the sales rep to see if it's a good option for you. And that's all the questions that we have. Anything in the chat? We are right at the end of the show now.
One more from the chat. It's also from BMX Kelowna. How come so many cars have really bad paint fade in Japan?
Well, I don't get to compare it anymore to cars outside of Japan, so I don't know if Japan in particular has worse paint fade. But I think one thing that's on my mind is that the cars that we're dealing with, like this person's in Canada, that's a 15-year-old car, and stock paint doesn't often last past 15 years.
And the sun in Japan is brutal.
Do you think the sun here is worse?
Yeah.
So the humidity is high here, and the humidity might have a magnifying effect on the sun.
Maybe. Yeah.
It might have something to do with that. And then indoor parking is very uncommon compared to other
also true
countries. Yeah. And if this is Canada you're comparing it to, like Canada is a northern country, so the sun isn't going to be as extreme ever. So, paint is an issue here on some cars.
And especially it's not like the sun is just brutal for a couple of days a year. It's like 3 months. You get heat, sun, UV.
I wonder if the heat has any effect on it. If the actual temperature of the metal causes the paint to fade at a different rate. I don't know the answer to that, but I wonder.
Yeah. But that is the reason why cars fade on the bonnet and roof more than on the side.
Yeah, you want to keep talking about this while the outro song is warming up?
Yeah, we have 30 seconds to talk about this while the outro song is going. So here's the outro song. Next to it.
When it comes to repaints here in Japan, though, the repaints are often not done very well compared to other countries. It tends to be expensive and not super high quality.
Yeah.
So where another country might have had a repaint somewhere, sometime when it was 10 or 15 years old, it might not be in Japan.
Maybe.
So yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
we don't
hard,
know
but
when the
now we need
outro
to
is
go.
coming in.
Thank
Anyway,
you for watching.
yeah, goodbye everybody. That's the end.
Well, goodbye. So long. Cause we really gotta go. See you next week on the cool JDM show.
But Abs,
What up?
I got so much on my plate.
Man, relax. Let me demonstrate. Put your headphones on and start multitasking. Listen to the show while running some laps. Then stretching your calves. Then go have a bath. Then let the cat out. Then let the cat back in. Then let it back out again. Then let
Yeah,
it...
we can move on from the cat thing, Abs. I get it.
Oh, really? Then get this, Mr. Smartass. You can also listen while attending an art class.
Damn, Abs, you did it again.
Yeah. Just don't forget to tell a friend. The cool JDM show, the coolest around. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell the whole damn town. Tell the doctor, tell the nurse, tell the secretary, tell the librarian in the library. Tell the cop trying to give you a speeding ticket.
Officer, the cool JDM show, don't miss
To
it.
which you'll reply, you're free to go, cause that podcast is so unbelievable.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone that I know
To tune in to the cool JDM show.